Now, as you know, I've been trying to get some pulleys for this, and I was looking around yesterday and I see the remains of that drain pipe upstairs, and I got that little pulley on it, so I've taken that off and I've managed to put the nut on with a larger bit and put some tape round to do it. And I haven't tried this yet, so it may or may not work, but it might not. It did. I just took the plug out and wound it, and the belt did actually stop on. So for a quick demonstration, you know, we can see, can't we? So we'll see if we can get the engine going. I bought a fresh can of petrol, so we'll see if it makes any difference. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, should I? Well, the belt hasn't come off yet. How about that? Wobbling about a bit actually. What was that clamp got? Because I've only got held on the nuts. Better just see if I can get a clamp on it. Somehow. Here, probably. This is the safest end. Not really. Right, I'm holding it in my hand just to see if it will put a piece of wood. That's all we're doing. One small clip. Moved in the bearing slightly, but I think that's quite a successful test, isn't it? It's got tipped teeth, it won't hurt it much. Right, so I've got a small Allen key upstairs, and it needs just these loosening and tapping through a little bit to put the blade away. It's pulled it and it's pushing it that way, so I'll just go and get that. I finally remembered how to do it. The reason the shaft moved was because I'd loosened the grub screws in the bearings to centralise the blade, and it didn't need it, so I can't get to this one without taking the table bit off. So I'll tighten that side, it'll be enough, because it's not going to last very long. And actually I'm quite surprised that it's lasted this long. I am very surprised actually that it's lasted this long. So, and the pulley on the engine I've now taped on, because as I say, it's only a plastic pulley, just to see if it worked, to show a belt coming out the engine shed, if you remember. And it's actually worked well, 100% better than I thought it would. So let's see if it'll go again. It might not stop on this time because it's in a different place. I am. Well, the door's holding it on at the minute. Didn't start, so I forgot to turn the pedal back on. So we'll just have one more quick demo until the whole thing falls to bits. It shouldn't be long. I can get the belt up this way a bit more, but I can't at the moment, so we've got a belt split, it's not very powerful. And it's moved again. Anyway, that was, I didn't expect that to work at all. So as you can see, we've a little bit more work to do. But, well, I would say that's been a successful test. Because, as I say, I didn't even expect that belt to stay on in the slightest. And obviously 2 plastic pulleys aren't going to last long. But at least you've seen it works. Well, a couple of things I've got to do. What's happened is that disc that pushes in the pulley has come out because I didn't take the pulley on to start with, and that's why it was rattling about, and that's why that's come out, and that goes over the end to stabilise it a bit, so might get a little bit more life out of it. And on the saw, all I have to do is to, sun's a bit bright, isn't it? I think you can see. Those, just take the table top off, there's just those 4 self-tapping screws in it, right? Take that off and tighten the other bearing grub screws. And then it should be alright to give it another little run sometime. But as I say, I'm really looking to find some pulleys for it, and I've had, unfortunately, I haven't had any success at all. However, as I said, I didn't think that this idea was going to work at all, and as you've seen, although briefly, it did work for a little while. So as I say, I think that's, it's worked far better than I thought it would. So there you go, it's now a waiting game to see if we can get some proper pulleys.